Okay, hello everybody. My name is Sal and today we are going to make a very nice summer dish. We have fresh zucchini in the garden and so I'm going to make a nice summer dish that I call penne with zucchini and shrimp. Penne, zucchini e gamberi in Italian. This is ingredients for two people, so 200 grams of pasta. We have a little bit of fresh basil from the garden. Then we have a very nice olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, that's important. Then we have a clove of garlic, a little bit of parsley, fresh parsley. We have about 6 shrimp, salt and pepper to taste. This is coarse salt for our pasta water. Then we have a little bit of very good Parmesan cheese. The star of this dish, we have zucchini and fresh spring onion. This one is incredible because it takes a very nice sweet flavor. And then to finish the dish, we have a quarter glass of a good white wine and a little bit of water, and I'll show you what we do with that. Ready? Let's start. So first thing, we are going to put some olive oil in the pan, cover the bottom of the pan. Don't be afraid of using olive oil is good. Now we are going to start on medium-low just to warm up the oil. We want the oil nice and hot, not burned but hot. And we are going to come and start cleaning. We'll start with the onion. Don't throw away too much. We want to use everything of the spring onions. So I'm not too worried about the look of it right now. We just want to slice it or cut it as small as we can. I'm going to raise the flame a little bit because I like to cook with a high flame. I don't like to cook with low flames. Medium-high flame. As the onions saute, we are going to prepare the zucchini very quickly. Now, again, it's not important how we cut the zucchini, simply because they're going to become almost like a cream, as long as we cut them small. Now, these ones are fresh. These are the first zucchini, very young, so they're very sweet. And I like to add them with the onions. Now, at this point, we add a little bit of salt. We lower the flame a tiny bit and cover it. And let it saute. While that's cooking, we're going to start warming up the water for the pasta. Now we're going to prepare the shrimp with a little bit of olive oil. Okay, and I like to cook with a lot of olive oil. If we cook the shrimp on the side, they become much more flavorful. Garlic, that's what we're going to do with the garlic. It's a big clove of garlic. Now the shrimp, we are just going to take the tail away. And we are going to chop about pieces this size, small ones, not too small but small. Olive oil takes the flavor out of the garlic as it fries, and when the olive oil is hot we can see it because it starts frying the garlic. So we leave the garlic in the skin so we don't have too much of a strong flavor of garlic. When this happens, then you're going to take the shrimp and put them in the pan, and you want to hear that noise. Bit of frying. Okay. Here's where the shrimp is going to turn orange. A touch salt. In the meantime, we are going to chop the parsley. I want to use everything of this parsley, so I'm going to chop it small. Here, I think this is enough. Not too small, otherwise it becomes flavorless. When the shrimp has cooked a little bit, we are going to add the wine. We'll let the wine evaporate. And we are going to add the water to the zucchini. Now, important thing, salt in the pasta water. Put it to taste, but remember, the pasta water has to taste like the sea. The shrimp are actually ready. We don't want them to cook too much. We're going to keep the liquid. The liquid is going to evaporate later. And we're going to add parsley. All right, we just set it aside. Zucchini are very soft already. If they don't fall apart, of course, we can go with a fork and just help the zucchini to become a little creamier. When all the zucchini are soft, you can stop and add the shrimp. Let's flavor the zucchini with the shrimp. We can eliminate the garlic, we don't need that anymore. So the water is boiling, see, and water needs to boil. It has to really bubble. Once it boils, make sure it's salted like the seawater, and then go. We keep the flame high of the pasta water because the water needs to come back to a boil. Once it comes back to a boil, you can lower it to about medium high. You don't want to lower the flame too much because pasta needs to swim in there. Start using the pasta in this method I'm going to show you a couple of minutes before the cooking time. We will turn on fire our sauce, high flame, let it warm up again. We are going to finish the cooking of the pasta inside the sauce, so the pasta is going to get all the flavors. Now, important, don't shut off the fire under the pasta, always keep it boiling. And there you go. Don't worry about the water from the pasta, you want a little bit of that. I don't like to strain the pasta, I like to pick it up like this. Very good. Now we stop. And we keep the cooking in the pan. Doing this will give air to the sauce and will make the sauce nice and creamy. And if you see that it dries out, just add a little bit of the pasta water to it. Alright, I call this good. We shut it off, and now the Parmesan cheese. Make sure the fire is off and just grate some Parmesan cheese. Parmesan cheese I don't use with fish. I don't use any cheese with fish, but shrimp somehow call for a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Then we stir it, and a touch of fresh ground pepper. The ground pepper is really nice and aromatic. One more thing, we take a few leaves of basil and just tear them into our dish. Now it's important to tear them. Please don't chop the basil with a knife. It's the worst thing you can do to basil. Stir it in, and we are ready to serve. There you go. Make sure you take everything of the ingredients. And let's make a bigger plate. I like to eat a lot of pasta. And we'll finish it off with a nice basil leaf. And there you go. This is a nice summer dish with fresh zucchini and hopefully, if you can, fresh shrimp. Enjoy!